Hello and welcome to another video. My name's Alex. In today's lesson we're going to talk about different ways to speculate about the future in English, and we're going to use examples about the coronavirus, about COVID-19. This is in preparation for my conversation class, which is happening on Thursday this week at 12:30 UK time. The conversation class is on Zoom. It's for a maximum of 10 people. If you're interested in joining one of the conversation classes, please join my Facebook group, Learn English with Alex, and then you can tell me that you're interested there. Each week we have a different topic. This week obviously is talking about life after coronavirus. So if you're interested in this, remember to check out Learn English with Alex on Facebook. The link is in the description to this video. So in today's lesson, we're going to look at 6 different ways to speculate about the future in English, and I'm going to give you an example for each one using something about the coronavirus. So we're going to talk about things that we think are very certain to happen in the future. We're going to talk about things that we think are quite certain to happen in the future, and we're going to look at ways to talk about things that we think are very uncertain to happen in the future. And then also at the end, I'm going to show you some examples of the types of questions that we're going to discuss during the conversation lesson on Thursday. So make sure you keep on watching so you can see that at the end of the video. So like I said, let's talk about ways that we can describe things that we think are very certain to happen in the future. We're going to have 2 examples for each of these. Okay, so the first one is to say that something is highly likely. Highly likely. So this means that we're very certain this is going to happen. So let's look at an example of this. It's highly likely that restrictions will be in place for the rest of this year. It's highly likely that restrictions will be in place for the rest of this year at least. I missed that the first time. So here we can see highly likely means that we're very certain this is going to be the case. Another way to say that something is very certain, we can use little doubt. Little doubt. So an example could be, there's little doubt that it will be a long time before things go back to normal. There's little doubt that it will be a long time before things go back to normal. So both of these first 2 examples are about saying that we're very certain that something is going to happen in the future. Now, if we're only quite certain that something is going to happen in the future, we're speculating about it, we can say it's a strong possibility, a strong possibility. So an example sentence for that one could be, there's a strong possibility that social distancing will still be mandatory this time next year. There's a strong possibility that social distancing will still be mandatory this time next year. So we're quite certain. There's a strong possibility. We can also say that something is quite likely. Quite likely. An example for this could be, it's quite likely that some businesses will not recover from this. It's quite likely that some businesses will not recover from this. So those last 2 examples, a strong possibility and quite likely, are when we're quite certain about something in the future. So our last 2 examples are about things when we are very uncertain about these things happening in the future. Our first way of describing that is to say almost no chance. An example, there's almost no chance that we'll be able to travel abroad this year. There's almost no chance that we'll be able to travel abroad this year. So we're very uncertain about this. Another way to say that, to express that we're very uncertain about something, could be to use a slight possibility. So we could say there's a slight possibility that the vaccine won't work for some people. There's a slight possibility that the vaccine won't work for some people. Okay, so those last 2 examples, very uncertain. So to go through them again, if we're very certain, we can use highly likely. there's little doubt. If we're quite certain, we can say a strong possibility or quite likely. If we're very uncertain, then we can say it's almost no chance or a slight possibility. So all of these are different ways of speculating about the future in English. Like I said, all of the examples are about coronavirus because this is linked to my conversation class on Thursday. So what I'm going to do now is put up on the screen some of the types of questions that we're going to be discussing in the Zoom class on Thursday. You can see them up on the screen now. As you can see, there's a lot of different things we're going to talk about. If you watch the video from the one last week, you'll see that, it's very nice atmosphere. Everyone's very respectful of each other, and we have nice conversations which sometimes go off on a tangent a little bit, but we have really nice conversations, so it's a great opportunity for you to practice your English. The lessons are on Zoom, like I already said, but they are recorded and then the video is released on YouTube later that day. So if you're interested, like I said at the beginning, please check out my Facebook group, Learn English with Alex, for more information. The conversation classes will happen every week on a Thursday at 12:30 UK time. It's a great chance for you to practice your English and talk to some lovely people. So check it out. Thank you for watching today, and I'll see you next time.